Good morning, everybody. This is Ilyas Al Hariri. Welcome to our English class, Grade 8, Unit 5, People and Games. Today we have period number 5 and period number 6, page 56 and 57. At the beginning, today we have a test. Let's read the test and do some exercises. At the beginning, listen and repeat and read.
Period 5, Activity 3. People and Games. People have been playing team games since ancient times. But why? Well, people have always loved to be part of a great team, to compete their hardest with others, and to win too. We still love our games, but games have changed. They have changed because now there are clear rules. These make everything about a game clear to everyone. Take football, for example. In the past, hundreds of people sometimes played for days. There were no rights and wrongs, and matches were not very safe either. Players often kicked each other more than the ball. Then, in 1863, players from different teams met, decided the rules together, and invented the modern game. The rules have helped to make football the world's favorite sport. People everywhere understand it and play it. So, at any time, someone, somewhere in the world, is scoring a goal. That someone is often a young player in a school game. But why play football at school? Well, many people think that sport helps to make us better people, and so games are an important part of school life in many countries. They include football and other games like volleyball and basketball, and teams from different schools compete hard to win. When they do, everyone, down to the smallest pupil, is proud and excited.
Okay. After listening, we have exercise 2. Read and mark the sentences true or false. Number 1. Games with teams that compete are not just a modern idea. Games with teams compete are not just a modern idea because it's ancient, right? So it is true. Long ago, number 2, long ago games used to have clear rules. From ancient times, when they play football, they have rules, and from the beginning they make football with rules. Is it true or false? False. Number 3, players from just one team decided the rules of the game. Only one team who decided the rules. True or false? False. And number 4, today people around the world love football more than any other game. All the people around the world love only football? Yes. Love more games, but football is the famous one. Now, number 5, schools do sports to give their pupils a rest and some fun. True or false? False. Not to give them some fun, to give them more than fun. Okay, we still now we have period number 6. Exercise number 1. Read to find information. First, read what these people are asking. The first man says, "What's wrong with the old game of football? What do we need to change? What do we need to change?" The other man says, "School should just be for traditional subjects like math, science, and languages. Why should we make games part of school life? Why do we need sports? So the first man says, what's wrong with all the game of football? And the other man says, why do we need football? So now let's get information from the text on page 56 to answer them. The first man says, how the old game of football need to change. How do we change game of football? They needed to have rules, play on the pitch, stay fighting and use team color. Stop fighting and use team colors. So the old games of football, they have to follow some rules to make it better. They needed to have rules, make rules, play on the pitch, and stop fighting and use team colors. They make the teams in order, make football with rules. It make it better. The other man says how games can help make the pupils better people. Now we enter sports or games to school to be part of the school or to be subject of the school. So why do we need sports in the school? Yes, they get fit, make the pupils fit. They learn about being part of a team. They make the students cooperate together, learn to cooperate together and be part in a team, and they learn to try hard. Now, period number 6, we have exercise 2. Read again and answer the questions. Number 1. Why have people always loved team games? Why have people always loved team games? Why people love team games? Okay, tell me. Because they have always loved learning to be part of a team, to compete and to win. You cannot play alone and win any game. You have to be part of a team to win. Number 2, in England, what was football like in the old days? Yes, hundreds of people played. The game went on for days. It wasn't safe. Players kicked each other more than the ball. This is in the past. In England, in the past, it was like that. Number 3, when and how did the modern game start? Okay, yes. In 1863, teams got together and decide the rule. Okay, number 4, how have rules helped to make football the world's favorite game? How have rules helped to make football the world's favorite game? Because people everywhere can understand it and play it. And number 5, why are volleyball and basketball, like football, often important in school life? In school, why do we need football, volleyball, basketball in school? Because yes, because sport helps to make us better people. We learn to compete hard, and we are proud and excited when we win. Exercise 3. Read again and explain the underlined words. On line number 1, but why? Explain. Why? Why what? But what is reason of this? Why? It means what is the reason? What's the reason of this? On line 2, line 6, number 2, line 6, there were no rights and wrongs. What's the meaning of that? There is no rights and wrong. There were no things that you mustn't do, and not things that you mustn't do. There is nothing to do. You have to do or not to do. And number 3, line 11, that someone is often a young player in a school game. That someone, what do we mean by that someone? Yes, the person who is scoring a goal somewhere in the world, in the school, because now there are some students play outside in the playground, so some of them score a goal. So that someone is often a young player of a school game. On number 4, line 11, but why play football at school? Why play football at school? Why do we play football at school? It means what is the reason for playing football at school? What is the reason? Okay, and line 14, when they do what? What do they do? Yes, when they win, everyone be happy. That's all for today. Thanks for attending and have a nice day.